Your Highness, Crown Prince of Fair Litany, I am Sir Andal of Risenfort, and, well, the Queen's appointed me as your personal guard, my prince. Huh? Oh, sorry, Your Highness. I'm just not really good at, conversation, especially with those, who I don't know very well, or, those who hold immense power over my fate. Sorry, that was out of line, wasn't it? Please, forgive me, my prince. I don't mean it as a condemnation. I'm just nervous. I assure you that I will do everything in my power to protect you. How long have I been a knight? Well, just a few months, but however, not to boast. But I have been told I am quite prolific with a sword. I am quite a capable knight, so you are in safe hands, my liege. Well then, I am honored to be your protector, and I am humbled by your kindness toward me as I stumble over my words like a bumbling fool. I assure you, I am far more graceful in combat than in words. Speech, I mean. Sorry, this is quite improper, isn't it? My brash claims about my skill at swordplay without even. I'm sorry, I'm not sure where I was going with that. If I may be so bold, Your Highness, you have quite the reputation for kindness, and yet as I bask in your presence, all I have heard pales in comparison to the extent of your kindness toward me and my clumsy tongue. I am your humble servant, and yet you patiently wait for me to, complete my sentences. You embolden me, my liege, to keep speaking, even through the stammering. I swear to you, my prince, that you have my utmost loyalty and furthermore my devotion. I shall wield my blade to protect you and yours. I had that pledge memorized. No one stammers if their words are made certain ahead of time, or so I've heard. I apologize for my awkward demeanor. I am not as well versed in decorum as most nobles are, though I am one by birth. It's not something I feel a connection to most of the time. I didn't even know for the first decade of my life. And I did not begin training as a knight until I was already an adult. My father did not speak of his childhood very often. I spent most of my childhood in Loire. I'm half Luosian on my mother's side. My father was a Litanian noble, but he was content with his sister taking over his estate so he could live with my mother. Yes, I am rather new to Tetrec City. I was trained in Ruark. I moved here as part of the treaty last year. As a show of good faith. Your mothers, the queens, were allowed to handpick whichever knight they wanted. And they picked me. I assume it was in part because of how awkward I am. Perhaps it makes me more trustworthy? I don't know. I just feel kind of ridiculous in comparison to all the others. I was surprised when the queens chose me to be your personal guard. I may be quite skilled at swordplay, but I was hardly the only knight in the running. Well, Sir Embra is more than capable, and she expressed an interest in the position. Not that I didn't, but I didn't really expect to be picked. Sir Malik seemed the best candidate, but he got married and asked to be transferred to be a guard in his new wife's hometown. Sir Matos is also a skilled knight. Not only that, but he's far better at conversation. His decorum is easily compared to that of royalty. Out of all the people to be given this honor, I did not expect it to be me. I thought it couldn't hurt to add my name to the list of candidates, but I'm still kind of reeling. Queen Elnora told me I was... what was it she said? Uniquely suited to your interests? Or something to that effect. I do not understand. You look tense all of a sudden, my prince. Did I say something wrong? All right, if you're certain. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now. I know I'm meant to stay by your side, but is there anything in particular that you require of your humble knight, my prince? Then, I will simply remain here to keep you company and to protect you should the need arise. Hi, Ginger Neutral here. This character is really hard for me to voice act. I used to stutter a lot, and when I play this character, so instead of having to edit out my stutters, I'm trying to figure out which stutters sound the most natural, even though all of them are.